Did you know that 86% of Americans are making at least one critical money mistake that's costing them thousands or even their financial freedom? Hi there. Welcome to FinPulse, where we help you take control of your money and build the wealthy lifestyle you deserve. Today, we're diving into the 5 money mistakes everyone makes, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. Whether you're just starting your financial journey or you're already on your way, these mistakes could be holding you back from reaching your goals. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to fix them and start building real wealth. So, grab a notebook and let's get into it. Oh, and stick around until the end. Mistake number 5 is the one that's probably costing you the most right now. Let's go. Mistake number 1, not having a budget. Let's start with the big one. Not having a budget. I know. Budgeting sounds about as fun as watching paint dry. But here's the thing. Without a budget, you're basically driving blindfolded on the financial freeway. Think about it. How can you save, invest, or even know where your money's going if you don't have a plan? The truth is, a budget isn't a restriction, it's freedom. It's your roadmap to financial success. So, how do you fix this? Start with the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt. Or use apps like YNAB or Mint to automate the process. The key is to start small and stay consistent. And hey, if you're thinking, but I don't make enough to budget, that's exactly why you need one. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Mistake number 2, living beyond your means. All right, let's talk about living beyond your means. You know, that fancy car you can't afford, the designer clothes on your credit card, or the vacations you're still paying off. Sound familiar? Here's the harsh truth. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer of wealth. It's so easy to fall into the trap of keeping up with the Joneses. But here's the thing. The Joneses are probably broke. The fix? Spend less than you earn. I know, groundbreaking, right? But seriously, start by tracking your spending for 30 days. You'll be shocked at where your money's going. Then, cut the non-essentials and focus on what truly matters. Remember, wealth isn't about what you spend. It's about what you keep. And speaking of keeping, let's move on to mistake number 3. Where we'll talk about the biggest wealth-building tool you're probably ignoring. Mistake number 3, not investing early. Here's a scary stat. 40% of Americans don't invest at all. And if you're in that group, you're leaving life-changing money on the table. Let me break it down. If you start investing $200 a month at age 25, by the time you're 65, you could have over $500,000. But if you wait until you're 35, that number drops to just $250,000. That's the power of compound interest, and time is your best friend. So how do you start? Open a brokerage account, invest in low-cost index funds or ETFs, and automate your contributions, even if it's just $50 a month. Start now. And if you're thinking, but I don't know anything about investing, don't worry. Neither did Warren Buffett when he started. The key is to start small, learn as you go, and stay consistent. Now let's talk about the mistake that's probably keeping you up at night. Mistake number 4, ignoring debt. Debt. Just the word alone is enough to make your stomach drop, right? But here's the thing. Ignoring your debt won't make it go away. In fact, it'll only get worse. Whether it's student loans, credit card debt, or that personal loan you took out last year, debt can feel like a weight dragging you down. But here's the good news. You can get out of it. Start by listing all your debts and their interest rates. Then use the debt snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first, or the debt avalanche method. Tackle the highest interest rate first. Whichever you choose, the key is to take action today. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, remember this. Every dollar you pay toward debt is a step closer to financial freedom. Speaking of freedom, let's move on to the final mistake, the one that's probably costing you the most right now. Mistake number 5, not having an emergency fund. All right, here's the big one. Not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Your car breaks down, you lose your job, or heaven forbid, your dog eats your laptop. Without an emergency fund, you're one crisis away from financial disaster. The rule of thumb is to save 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. But if that sounds impossible, start with $500 or $1,000. The key is to start small and build over time. Think of your emergency fund as your financial safety net. It's not about if something will happen, it's about when. And when it does, you'll be ready. So, there you have it. The 5 money mistakes everyone makes, and how to avoid them. But here's the thing. Knowing isn't enough. You have to take action. Start today, even if it's just one small step. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe to FinPulse and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. Let's make it a bright one. See you in the next video.